Are you ready for the ultimate, most spectacular gaming reveal of the entire summer? Let us take a deep breath and look at the current state of the global gaming landscape. While the legendary E3 Expo might sadly be a thing of the past, the ghost of that massive, historic June event still looms incredibly large over the entire global video game industry. The month of June has historically remained a major, monumental, and absolutely essential month for gamers and developers alike. It is a magical time of year when the absolute biggest companies in the world gather their creative strength, step onto the grand digital stage, and lay out their master plans running through the following year and beyond. In addition to the massive star-studded spectacle of Summer Game Fest, industry titans like Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox have traditionally held their most explosive, ground-shaking events during this exact mid-year window. It is the season of hope, the season of speculation, and the season where dreams are either brought to life or completely shattered. Right now, there is an electric energy in the air as every major player prepares to make their move. Right now, Nintendo fans all over the globe are standing on the absolute edge of their seats, gripping their controllers tight and breathlessly waiting for any single scrap of official news regarding the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2 and the company's deeply mysterious future lineup. For months on end, there has been a tense, almost unbearable silence from the House of Mario, leaving the community to survive on rumors, speculation, and unanswered questions. The speculation has reached a boiling point, and the community is practically begging for answers from the Japanese gaming giant. But now, that agonizing silence is about to be shattered in the most dramatic way possible. The long, frustrating wait might finally, truly, be over. But when exactly is this highly anticipated, industry-shifting event happening? What incredible secrets will it reveal? And how will it shape the future of our gaming lives? Today, we are diving deep into a massive leak that has revealed the exact date of the next Nintendo Direct. And let me tell you, the details are absolutely wild and could change everything we know about Nintendo's upcoming year. So how did we get this incredible leak, and why should we believe it? The answer lies in the latest episode of Last of the Nintendogs, a highly popular fan-favorite podcast hosted by Giant Bomb's very own Jeff Grubb. Now, if you follow the gaming industry even a little bit, you know that Jeff Grubb is widely regarded as one of the most reliable, accurate, and trustworthy insiders in the entire business. He has an incredibly consistent, stellar track record of revealing major industry moves, event dates, publisher decisions, and game announcements long before they are officially revealed to the public. He is the kind of insider whose word carries immense weight because he rarely speaks without solid information backing him up. Previously, Grubb had stated that the next Nintendo Direct would take place sometime in mid-June. But now, in this latest episode, he has officially narrowed down the date to a specific window that has sent massive shockwaves of excitement and speculation through the entire gaming community. According to Grubb's sources, the highly anticipated Nintendo Direct presentation will take place on Tuesday, June 9th, or Wednesday, June 10th, depending entirely on which time zone you live in. But that is not the only exciting detail he shared with his listeners during the podcast. Grubb went on to explain that he fully expects this presentation to be a general direct, rather than a partner showcase. This was a crucial piece of the puzzle that immediately grabbed everyone's attention. Now, why is this distinction so incredibly important for fans? A partner showcase is certainly nice, but it focuses exclusively on games developed by third-party studios. A general direct, on the other hand, is the holy grail of Nintendo events. It means we will see a massive primary focus on software developed by Nintendo's very own internal teams, alongside major third-party projects. It is the stage where Nintendo reveals its absolute biggest blockbusters, its first-party masterpieces, and its long-awaited sequels. This revelation has brought a massive wave of relief to fans worldwide, who have been desperate to see what Nintendo's internal developers have been working on behind closed doors for all these months. But the excitement does not stop there. Let us talk about one of the most unexpected, jaw-dropping twists in recent gaming history. PlayStation recently held its June State of Play presentation. Normally, you would expect a Sony event to focus entirely on their own PlayStation ecosystem, their own high-profile hardware, and their own exclusive games. But this showcase actually had some massive, incredibly exciting announcements specifically for Nintendo fans. It is a wild, almost unbelievable time to be a gamer when a PlayStation broadcast is the place where we get major game confirmations for the Nintendo Switch 2. First and foremost, the legendary publisher Ubisoft made a massive splash by revealing Rayman Legends Retold. This is a huge deal, for platformer fans who have been begging for more whimsical action. And we now know that it is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on October 1st. But the cross-platform excitement did not stop there. The Sony showcase also provided a concrete release date for Dynasty Warriors 3, Complete Edition Remastered. This action-packed classic, filled with tactical battlefield combat and frantic hack-and-slash gameplay, will be hitting the Nintendo Switch 2 on the exact same day, October 1st. That means October 1st is shaping up to be an absolutely massive day for Nintendo Switch 2 owners, with two major titles dropping simultaneously. And to top it all off, we also got an official look at Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. This highly anticipated cinematic adventure is officially confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on February 12th, 2027. Think about that for a second. We are already getting confirmed release dates for games running all the way into 2027, even before Nintendo has fully laid out its own official plans for the upcoming months. It shows just how much momentum is building behind the scenes for Nintendo's next-generation hardware as developers scramble to get their games ready. Now, let us dive into one of the most fascinating and highly debated topics in the entire community right now, which involves one of the greatest video games ever created. Yes, we are talking about the legendary masterpiece, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Rumors have been swirling that a complete remake of this iconic adventure is currently in development and is planned to be released later in 2026. While nothing has been officially confirmed by Nintendo, the mere whisper of an Ocarina of Time remake has completely split the Zelda community down the middle. On one side of the camp, you have the purists. These are the passionate players who believe that Ocarina of Time is a flawless, sacred piece of art that should not be touched, altered, or modernized. They worry that any changes to the game's classic layout, its atmosphere, or its legendary map could ruin the magic that defined an entire generation of gaming. On the other side of the camp, you have the modernists. These are the eager fans who are absolutely thrilled at the prospect of seeing Hyrule rebuilt from the ground up using the incredible power of the Nintendo Switch 2. They argue that modern camera controls, updated visuals, and refined gameplay mechanics could introduce this timeless story to a whole new generation of players. This split highlights just how much is at stake for Nintendo, if they are indeed working on this remake. Every single design choice they make will be scrutinized under a massive microscope by millions of passionate fans around the globe. While we wait for the Direct to confirm these rumors, the excitement is reaching a fever pitch, and the community is engaging in all sorts of fun speculation. Fans are playing games of Who Is That Character, trying to guess mysterious silhouettes before the countdown timer runs out. People are desperately rearranging game covers into their correct United States release orders, trying to find any hidden clues or patterns that might hint at what Nintendo is planning. The level of engagement is absolutely off the charts. If the next Nintendo Direct really is happening on June 9th, we should see an official announcement from Nintendo very soon. Under normal circumstances, Nintendo typically offers some advance warning, usually at least a couple of days, so that millions of eager fans can prepare their schedules and get ready to watch the live broadcast. However, we must also remember that Nintendo is a company that loves to surprise its audience. They do not always follow the standard rules. For instance, we all remember when Star Fox was suddenly announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 during a surprise Nintendo Direct that was announced just minutes before it actually aired. That was a wild, breathless moment that caught the entire industry completely off guard. Of course, that specific presentation was entirely focused on a singular game, and it is highly unlikely that Nintendo would repeat such a sudden, surprise strategy for a massive, multi-game event like a General Direct. Yet, as any longtime follower knows, the Japanese gaming giants' next moves are never easy to predict. They march to the beat of their own drum, which only adds to the incredible thrill of being a fan. This upcoming Nintendo Direct has an incredibly heavy burden to carry, because quite frankly, Nintendo's official plans for the remainder of 2026 are largely a complete, baffling mystery to everyone. When you look at the official calendar, there is almost nothing there, which is highly unusual for a company of Nintendo's massive scale and historical success. Yes, we have a big few weeks ahead of us with some very exciting titles. We know that Star Fox and Splatoon Raiders are officially coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is sure to get fans of those classic franchises incredibly hyped and ready to spend their hard-earned money. We also know that Rhythm Heaven Groove is scheduled to release on the original Nintendo Switch, proving that the older system still has some life left in it and is not being completely abandoned just yet. On top of that, Nintendo has some highly collectible amiibo figures on the way, which will undoubtedly fly off the store shelves and into the hands of eager collectors around the world. But once you look past these immediate releases, the roadmap completely vanishes into thin air. Nintendo has not announced concrete release dates for any other major games. In fact, the only other title that is officially and 100% confirmed for the year 2026 is Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Think about that for a moment. A massive company like Nintendo, with millions of loyal customers waiting to buy games, only has one major first-party title officially dated for the rest of the entire year. This massive vacuum of information is exactly why this June Direct is so incredibly critical. The company needs to show its hand. They need to lay out their cards and show the world that they have a steady, exciting stream of blockbusters ready to carry them through the rest of the year. Now, we arrive at the absolute core of the matter, the ultimate turning point of this entire story: the impending September price increase. It has been officially confirmed that the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to go up in September. This is a massive, highly controversial decision that has left many gamers feeling anxious. Upgrading to a brand new console is already a significant financial investment, and a price increase only makes that decision harder for families and budget-conscious gamers. Because of this, the upcoming June Nintendo Direct is not just a simple promotional event. It is quite literally Nintendo's absolute best, and perhaps last opportunity to win over the millions of fans who have yet to upgrade from their original Nintendo Switch systems. The Nintendo Switch 2 has already seen a steady, respectable stream of software releases throughout the year. But respectability is not enough to convince someone to pay a higher price for a new console. To truly convince the skeptics, Nintendo needs to unveil some jaw-dropping, mind-blowing surprises specifically lined up for the upcoming holiday season. They need to show games that make the upgrade feel absolutely essential. In the past, June Nintendo Direct presentations have also offered some incredibly exciting teases for the following year. So it is highly possible that we will see some major 2027 games unveiled for the very first time. The stakes have never been higher for the company. They need to deliver a showcase that is so spectacular, so packed with hype, that gamers will feel compelled to secure their hardware before the price goes up. Before we find out what is next and witness the future of gaming, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single breaking news update on the Nintendo Switch 2 and all your favorite games. Ultimately, what is the main takeaway from this entire situation? This leaked date means that the agonizing, painful silence we have all been experiencing from Nintendo is finally about to come to an end. If this highly reliable leak from Jeff Grubb holds true, we can fully expect an official announcement from Nintendo's communications team very soon. Since Nintendo typically likes to give its passionate fanbase at least a couple of days of advance warning, we should be seeing that official social media post drop any moment now. We are standing on the very precipice of a brand new era of gaming. We are about to witness the next exciting chapter for the Nintendo Switch 2 unfold right before our eyes, filled with major announcements, surprising gameplay footage, and release dates that could define the highly competitive holiday shopping season of 2026 and stretch all the way into 2027. It is a truly thrilling time to be a part of this community. The countdown has officially begun, and the excitement in the air is absolutely electric. So as we prepare ourselves for what could be one of the most historic Nintendo Direct presentations in years, we want to hear from all of you. What legendary franchise are you hoping to see make a grand return at this upcoming event? Are you planning to upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 before the price increase hits in September, or are you waiting to see what exclusive games are announced first? Let us know your thoughts, theories, and wildest predictions in the comments section below. And before you go, please make sure to show your support by hitting that like button, sharing this video with your fellow gamers, and subscribing to the channel for more breaking news, deep dives, and gaming updates. Thank you so much for watching, keep those controllers charged, and we will see you next time.